Okay, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Siobhan, I'm 35, I'm from Ireland, and I am documenting my journey of coming off mirtazapine. Ideally, go back and watch video number 1, things will make so much more sense. If you're not going to do that, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, I'm purely documenting my own journey of coming off this drug. So, where are we at? I think this is my 8th video now in the series, and to be honest, it's probably going to be the last one, or at the very least the last one for a while. So I started the process of coming off mirtazapine what I think is now 8 weeks ago. It might be 9, I'm not entirely positive, but I am now 4 weeks completely off mirtazapine, so 28 days without taking any tablets, and it hasn't been that easy. The intention when I was setting up this YouTube channel was that this was going to be a really positive place, and it was hopefully going to inspire people that it isn't that hard and all the horror stories aren't to be believed. And to be honest, it hasn't been easy. I was kind of really optimistic that things would go great, and it has been hard. It has been difficult at times. As has been documented on this channel, the first week of coming off totally, I had a lot of stomach kind of cramping, and then week 2 had a lot of itchiness and some rashes, and then week 3 was dizziness. And it almost seems like every week it got harder as opposed to easier, but with every week that passed, whatever symptom I had reduced a little bit, so that's something. So I'm happy to say the dizziness, thank the good Lord, literally thank Jesus, the dizziness has reduced a bit. Where I was having it for hours of the day, and even waking up and the room was spinning, it now does seem to have gone down a bit. I still do have times of dizziness, but I was able to go to the gym this morning and the room wasn't spinning. Now as we're approaching 4 weeks off, I've started feeling, I think what it is nausea, but I think I have a poor understanding of nausea. Basically, it's not that I feel like I'm gonna throw up, it's more that I feel like vomit is stuck in my throat. I know that's really, really gross, but that's the reality of it. And it's pretty unpleasant because it just feels all the time like, am I gonna throw up? And maybe that's what nausea is. I thought nausea was just feeling sick. But am I making any sense? Anyway, I am happy to say the stomach cramping has reduced. It is still there from time to time, but it's definitely reduced. The dizziness is still there. It has started to reduce, and I'm hoping that gets gone as quickly as possible because I hated that. The itching and the rashes, they're still there from time to time. I still got, today in the gym, I got a very, very itchy hand, got a very, very itchy foot, but it tends to pass quite quickly. So the reason I'm ending putting up these videos is just because I don't know that it's really serving me or serving anybody. Nobody is really watching them. So if in the future people watch them and are looking for an update, I'll come back or I'll respond to comments. But I think I'm probably going to leave it with this one. I will say, in spite of the weeks now of withdrawal symptoms, it hasn't actually terribly impacted my life. I have still went to the gym twice a week. I have still went running twice a week. I still went to church. I've still maintained my relationships. My dog is still getting walked. That was one of my absolute necessity criteria. I'm still socializing. It was my boyfriend's birthday last week. We went for dinner. We went out. I actually had a glass of wine, which I was like, oh my God, is this gonna kill me because of histamine and all those things? But we managed it. We had a few days out last week. We went traveling around Ireland. So as much as the symptoms are very uncomfortable, and I've said this from the second pretty much I started tapering, I've been able to continue living life. So all in all, I hope if anybody is watching this, that this has been kind of positive or helpful. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have any symptoms and I'd kind of coast through, but as is, this is the truth of what I've been dealing with. And I'm kind of praying and hoping that everything will calm down and my body will be able to readjust. And I know I'm never going back on these drugs again. So that's something, you know. It's kind of scary what they can do to you. If it's this hard to get off them, I don't like the idea of being on them, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll reply. And if there comes a time when people actually start watching these, then will be happy to post an update at some point in the future. Until then, I wish everybody best of luck with their tapering and withdrawal from this drug, if that's the path you've chosen to take. And hopefully in the near future, I'll be fully free of these symptoms. All right, thanks for watching.